All right, so tonight, this is what we got going on, all right?
Targeting the worst of the worst.
We got a search warrant for...
Officers with AKRON's Gun Violence Reduction Tactical Unit gathered to discuss strategy.
You know, we got a lot going on tonight. Go ahead.
Before hitting the streets.
I miss anybody as far as uniforms? Head over to the west side, we'll get it going, all right? We've actually taken a lot of analytics, identifying the people who are committing these crimes, people who are multiple offenders, career criminals, violent felons.
On this night, the task force knows who they're after. Surveilling and detaining known offenders. Nothing here is random.
Sometimes you get fortunate and you're able to seize a lot of guns, and sometimes you get out there and you know, shake the bushes and nothing comes out.
The targets are the kind of people who are doing this.
We've had the gangbangers that, you know, are for some reason just keep shooting at each other. Sometimes they get the wrong houses, you know, so, and then of course there's some element that's drug related as well. They're fighting over turf. And
the Wild Wild West.
It's getting tense in our neighborhood.
Officers answering more than 1,700 gun-related calls for service through October this year alone. On this night, drawing out and detaining a suspect so that the unit can execute a search warrant on his house, from which officers confiscate this semi-automatic pistol and suspected drugs.
These are the types of people we're targeting in these hot spots, and it's making a difference.
Gun violence numbers released to Fox 8 showed the number of incidents down more than 25%, while the count of weapons recovered is up in the last quarter of 2019 since last year.
At scenes like this, where they are confiscating weapons, officers with the Gun Violence Reduction Unit work very closely with officers of the Street Narcotics Uniform Detail, and that is because often where there are drugs, there are also guns.
On another warrant, the unit confiscating a dozen weapons, including a sawed-off shotgun, several semi-automatic rifles.
They're probably stolen from burglaries or acquired illegally, like what they call a straw purchase, where somebody purchased them that is allowed to buy the gun, but then they hand it over to somebody that is prohibited from having a firearm.
The task force working closely with federal officials to record the ballistic information from guns they confiscate, often tying them to multiple crimes and helping them identify other offenders.
you know, we get guns that are related to homicides, to shootings. We might not realize that for a month or two until some of the testing comes back. So now all of a sudden we solved a lot of other crimes in a wave.
You know, the more houses you hit, the more you pick the right targets, you pick the right people to follow, the right people to target these investigations. You know, luck kind of goes to your side a little bit.
In Akron, Dave Nethers, Fox 8 News.